Hey, everybody. I'm glad that you were able to tune into my first YouTube video of Words from the B side. Of course, I'm Miss B, and I'm glad that you guys were able to find me on YouTube. I have been softly promoting that I was going to release, but before I actually did start to do the actual recordings, I wanted to, at the very least, explain why this transition came about. So, for anyone who's been following my blog for the last 7, 8 years, the transition from Shanita's Voice of Reason to Within Her Words to the new audio blog that I'm doing that I mainly promote on SoundCloud, but is also on Google Play, Stitchers. I think I even put it on Podbean, and there's some other place that I can't remember right now because as a creative, I'm all over the place sometimes. But I transitioned to an audio blog because at times as a writer, and maybe some people out there who do write can relate to the fact that sometimes we flow a little better when we're saying things out loud. I know when I write in particular, I write very quickly. I can write a blog anywhere on my phone, in a notebook, it doesn't matter. I write very quickly. Then I can go back and proofread and, figure out my thoughts. But I thought an audio blog would be even more dope because I can actually flow and just sometimes flow from the hip and it just be real cool. So, it's been cool, as y'all know, it's 1,000 podcasts and 1,000 audio blogs out there, but it doesn't mean I don't believe in me and I don't believe in what I'm capable of doing and the people that I'm capable of reaching. So right now, for those who have been listening to the audio blog, it hasn't been very diverse. It's been very motivational, uplifting. I think it's because of the space that I occupy right now. I'm in that space right now where I'm growing as a person. And that's what's in my heart. All those positive things that I'm sharing as I continue to peel back the layers of myself, as I continue to grow as a person. So those are the things that are on my heart to share. That does not mean that audio blog will always be that. But the core of who I am, and for those, like I said, who read my blog, know that I have a lot of very positive things to share. Life is not always full of positive things. And sometimes we go through things that really break us down as people, really make us feel kind of low. They tear us apart, really. And I've been through a lot of those things. So to have those moments, those epiphanies in those lower moments in my life where I can still be so positive and I can share the positivity through the pain, I think that's what makes me who I am. A lot of my homies are like, this is just too positive, girl. I need you to add a little entertainment. Sometimes that's just not where I want to be. So sometimes that is not what you will get. But you will always get the authenticity of me, whether it is just through the audio piece or if it's here on YouTube or if it's some written content that I write on my blog, whatever it is. If I write something quickly on my social handles, this is coming from a real place where there has been real growth and real life lived. And I don't think that we experience things really to not share those things and be there for other people. So I think on YouTube, you can look forward to all of those things. But I am still very foolish, and I still participate in foolery and shenanigans. And I still like to talk about different things that are going on, whether it be what somebody was wearing, somebody's CD that I didn't think was good, some foolishness that y'all president out here doing. Whatever it is, if I feel compelled to share it, I always will. So this will definitely be a good platform for me here to do that. So just bear with me. There will be tweaks, there will be development, there will be growth here. Hopefully you'll get to see that in me as time goes on. And we'll just continue to take the journey together. So I really want to do this intro video so for one, people could see Miss B, because some people don't know what Miss B looks like unless they go to my blog and there's a picture of me from Lord knows, it had to have been about 2 years ago, on my blog page that talks about me. And real quick, even just to tell you guys a little bit about me for those who don't know me, I actually have been writing since I was young. Maybe I really have always liked to read, so I think that's where my love for writing came from. And so I've always been writing journalism in high school, but I never did anything with it because like I said, I really didn't recognize it was one of my gifts. I think I said that on one of the audio blog recordings, that I really didn't know writing was a gift for me until I really started to take blogging seriously. And one of my best friends, actually, I didn't even think to blog. And one day my grandmother said, you need to just find a place, my little small grandmother, you need to find a place where you can just write your thoughts for you. You know, she never said share it, but she said write your thoughts for you. And, well, you know, you can keep things. She's very big on journals and writing things down. And so my best friend told me that I should start a blog because, you know, I used to say certain things and do certain things. And she would say, why don't you just write? So that's how Shanita's Voice of Reason came about, off in my little corner. And I never thought anyone would read it but my friends and family. So I never promoted it really. It was just my own little creative space. And it was actually like a journal. So it was really personal sometimes. Like, it was really tough moments that I was experiencing in life. I would really write those things down. And as I started to really, really take it seriously and people were really starting to read it, and I really started to go out there and follow some of the bloggers that I really admired, I realized that I wanted to be a little bit more out there as far as who my content reached. And only because sometimes I feel like people need to hear what you have to say because it helps them for whatever space they are in their lives in that moment. So I really stopped making it so journally. And I would still take my life experiences and I would make it more general so that I could apply to so many other things and it wouldn't tell so much of my business. Because I do believe that some things you shouldn't share. And so I started to write in that way, especially when I really started to promote myself. I started to clean up the blog, take some of that journaly stuff off of there, and really just generalize it so that it was more relatable. And when I started to do that, it just really started to expand and grow for me. I mean, I have so much material out there right now, and that's when I realized that I really want to turn that into something else. So other things are branching off of that. My love for sharing content and sharing pieces of myself with the world is why I'm expanding even more. Like, this YouTube channel used to be where I would put little 5 and 10 minute videos of something I was thinking. And so I was looking at them as I was cleaning up the YouTube channel, and I was thinking, my, have I grown even just as a presenter, as a writer, how I do things, how seriously I take things, the messages that I put out, and even just the maturity in my writing. It has really grown. So that's how Within Her Words was birthed. It became the evolution of me, the evolution of what I wanted to put out. And it just continued to grow as I continued to look at other bloggers that I admired. But I think one thing that kind of stopped my growth a little is that I couldn't figure out the niche piece. I couldn't figure out how to box myself into one thing. And I never wanted to sell my content. And what I mean by that is a lot of times I feel like writers compromise themselves for the notoriety and the publicity. But for me, I feel like for those who want to follow, they'll come to the quality of the content that you publish. So even though the growth is slow, Those who rock within her words, they're loyal and they're steady and they appreciate the material. And I feel like when you're being who you are and you're presenting yourself the way you want to be seen and you're authentic and reachable, then I feel like people truly see you for who you are and they support you for that reason. So hopefully, okay, so of course, I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I'm reading on my phone and social media and stuff going on. Y'all know how it is. I'm not a good multitasker with my cell phone. But so that's how that was born, and even just the evolution of me is the new YouTube channel, the Words from the B-side, and I'm just excited about the journey. So hopefully everybody will come along and we'll cut up and y'all will tell me how y'all think and feel, and we can have conversations and y'all can ask questions if y'all want to hear my perspective on something. That's one thing I hope to get a lot more of is engagement from those who follow me, because a lot of times some of the best conversations come because you asked something. You inquired about something. I mean, I'm open, if I'm capable of sharing it or sharing around about, whatever we have to do. So I'm drinking my detox tea, y'all. I gotta drink it every day because I got a few extra pounds I'm trying to get off before this spring trip, and y'all know I gotta get it together because I ain't as tight and right as I used to be. But y'all see my cute little mug? Can y'all see that? That is on withinherwords.com. You can go to the shop and get that mug if you really want it. See, I put the plug in there. Y'all see, I do have some products on my website now. So I do try to get y'all some cute little stuff, t-shirts and things like that, if you so shall want to purchase. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for me for the intro video. I just kind of want to give y'all a little bit of a taste of what y'all going to see. And it should be fun. I'm excited. And I can't wait for y'all to join me. And so I will see you guys on the B-side.